Alright, what is up? I just manually closed out my trade from this morning. This is probably the longest I have ever been in a trade. I entered at 10:35 and I just closed the trade out at 2:36. So I was in the trade for 4 hours. Um, oh my god. Absolutely edged my TP multiple times. Or not my TP, my stop loss multiple times. Um, I'm just so sick of looking at a chart, but I'm gonna go over the trade real quick. So, coming into the day, um, I was bullish. I wanted to see this 30-minute gap get hit and we get a reaction off of it. Um, Obviously that didn't happen. We just absolutely shit the bed. Um, so we just started shitting the bed, and I was then I was then looking at this 4 hour gap, being the final fair value gap in the leg, but also with this 4 hour gap, we just hit the golden like zone or whatever. Like we just wicked it, like to a perfect tick. So I saw the 4 hour get hit, and I wasn't completely bullish, but I was definitely more bullish than I was before. Because at first I was looking for longs, but then I started looking for shorts, and then yeah, but yeah, hit the 4 hour, and then I started looking for longs, to like fill out this imbalance right here. This entire leg down, whole bunch of imbalances. And so yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. So we come down, hit the 4 hour. I don't know why there's a missing candle here, but just ignore that. Um, we edge the 4 hour at first, and then we come down, we sweep it, we get a good reaction off of it, so we swept this internal low. And then I just entered off of this change in the state. It's pretty simple. Um, Stops were down here below the low, and then I was targeting at the time. I think it was a 30-minute gap right here. Um, yeah, 30-minute gap, but it turned into like a 1 hour gap after we just didn't do anything for a while. So at the time it was a 30-minute gap. And I think there's a few 5-minute gaps in the way. Yeah, like right here. I wasn't too worried about this, like at all. Um, I don't know that like there's nowhere else for price to go. Like these lows don't really matter. I mean they matter obviously, but they're not inside of high time frame imbalances. So this is like the lowest point I figured price would go. Um, and then yeah, we had this as our TP being the 30-minute, which then turned into a 1 hour. So I'm just gonna write 1 hour. Um, and yeah, pretty self-explanatory trade. One something that I could do better about this trade was I don't really know why I was taking a long. Um, I mean I do know why, but like at the same time, like you have to be able to read like what the market is telling you, and we were just dumping so hard. So even though this was like a really good condition, being that 4 hour, I still probably should have looked for shorts still. And as the day progresses, I am gonna still look for shorts because I do believe we will come back up. Um, get a nice little retrace at some point during the day. Maybe during Asia. And I would like to see at least this gap get hit. So this is probably gonna be my condition to go short for the day. This or the 15-minute right here. Because we do have a reason to go lower, being this new week opening gap down here. So I do think that's where price is overall going to head. But yeah. Sorry if I sound dead. I mean, I literally was just staring at a screen for 4 hours straight. Not staring, but I was doing other shit, but still. But yeah, man. That's the trade. And I do think we are gonna hit my full TP. But one, I was only trading with one micro contract, so I couldn't take a partial. And two, whatchamacallit, I was just so sick and tired of waiting. Like, I do think within the next 30 minutes or so, we will take out this 1 hour. Reason being is it's literally the only gap. Like, all right here is just a big mess. This 1 hour is literally, like, the only gap that could send us lower, if that makes sense. So we are probably going to hit that gap within the next, like, 30 minutes to an hour. But yeah, I was just sick and tired of waiting. So once we took out this high, I like contemplated it for a bit, but I just ended up taking TP. So yeah, that was the trade of the day, and I made $200 flat, I believe. Here, let me 198. So today's the 27th. Today's the 27th, and there is the 198. So good day, just long day. And yeah, that's the trade for the day. Hope you have a good one.